Welcome to the Stop Overdrinking and Start Living podcast, where high-achieving working moms come to learn how to stop overdrinking, reduce overwhelm and anxiety, and show up like the players they were meant to be. I'm your host, Angela Mascenik, and let's dig in. Welcome to episode 65, What If This Is It? Hello, how are you? How are you doing, my friend? I am doing great. Right now, everything is fine. I am fine, my kids are fine, my husband is fine, my clients are amazing, my parents are safe, everything is okay. And I want you to know that whatever you are feeling right now about our current world situation is also fine. If you're sad, you're scared, you're worried, you're confused, frustrated, angry, happy, relaxed, nervous, any of these are normal feelings to have no matter what is going on in the world. Okay, so stop saying, I will be okay, or it will be okay. You are okay. Everything is okay. You're okay even when you're freaking out, even if you're over drinking and eating all the kids' snacks. I want you guys to take a deep breath and exhale and tell yourself, I'm okay. Now, here's something interesting to think about. If you're okay, right in this moment, and you probably are if you're listening to a podcast, what if you woke up today in your life and you didn't have the life you had before this pandemic? So let's really think about that. Are you listening? What if you woke up today in your life right now and you didn't have the life before you had this pandemic? What if today was the way of the world and we didn't know any better? What if we're supposed to teach our kids at home, be working from home, not see our friends in person, not be able to travel on airplanes and go on vacations? What do you think you would do? Imagine never doing what we did before. Do you think we'd all be freaking out? No, right? We would just accept, oh, this is my life. Here we go. We wouldn't question it. We just think, okay, well, from 6 to 8 a.m. I work. Then from 8:30 to 12, I teach my kids. Then we eat lunch. We all go for a walk. And then maybe I let them watch a movie. And I have a break. And then I work for a couple more hours in the afternoon. And then I teach them how to cook. Then we eat again. Then we might go for a walk or do some sports outside with each other. Then we might FaceTime with my parents who live in a couple states over. And then, we might just do some cleaning up around the house. We might read for a little bit and then we go to bed. That's what our day is like. And if you're someone who is required to leave the house for work, you figure that out and you do it. It's just the way it is and we don't argue with it, right? Just like a month ago was the way it was and we didn't argue with it most of the time, right? So many of you guys are having thoughts like, this is temporary. This won't last when this is over. I just need to survive. People shouldn't be doing that. This sucks. I hate this. And these thoughts will not help you accept your current situation. They're creating you missing the opportunities that are available for you right now. And we all have amazing opportunities right now, even with our new circumstances that we're in. You get to decide how to live during this time. No one, no virus, no government mandate can take that away from you. So if this is it, what do you want to do today? How do you want to live in our current circumstances? Do you want to be glued to Facebook and the news or watching hours of Netflix and drinking too much and gaining weight? Or do you want to write a book, get a healthy, strong body, learn to stop over drinking, paint that picture, take a class, have a meaningful conversation with someone, or contribute some way to help in the world? Now, there is no right or wrong answer here at all. I promise you it doesn't matter. But you get to decide what you want to do, okay? You need to make a choice about what you want to do so that you feel in control. When you decide how you want to show up right now, it puts you in the power seat, even if you choose to eat and drink and Netflix, okay? It's your decision. Not COVID-19's fault or the kids being out of the school's fault. It's your choice. And you want to take responsibility for your actions right now so that you feel like you are in control. When we blame the outside world for our behavior, it's when we feel like a victim and that it's not a good time, right? If you choose to continue to eat off the rails and overdrink, you aren't allowed to beat yourself up about it later. Or if you gain 20 pounds while we're sheltered in place, okay? You're not allowed to do that if you decide that you just want to go all in and eat whatever you want and drink whatever you want and numb out. Choose it and then be okay with it and accept the results that you get from that, okay? There's no right or wrong answer. Now, if you don't want to escape your current feelings and circumstances with food or alcohol, you don't have to. It's totally a choice. You can decide that you don't want to avoid or distract yourself, okay? You can decide to show up and work on that thing you've been thinking about for years, but that never had the time to figure it out. You have the time now. You aren't going out to eat and traveling and going to happy hour, right? You only need an hour a week and 15 minutes a day to make a big, impactful change in your life, like stopping over drinking. I want you guys to imagine what it would be like for you to open your doors in 3 months from now and step outside as a brand new person. You'd see your friends and be 30 pounds lighter. You'd be fit. You'd have accomplished something big with all the distractions our former lives kept throwing at us, okay? Then you'd start living your life the way it was meant to be lived, free from the distraction to overdrink. You won't be thinking about it, worried about being with your friends and overdrinking. You just survived the COVID pandemic and learned how to stop overdrinking. Seriously, you can handle anything, right? That is available to you today, my amazing, beautiful, powerful, badass friend. You can have that. Listen, I want you guys to have that, okay? If that's what you want, you can have it and I can help you get there. My Stop Over Drinking and Start Living program is on fire right now. The women in that group are showing up. They're doing the work. They're drinking less. Right? We're coaching on all the things in COVID-19, right? Where I'm helping them through this transition to a new reality. And they're not turning to alcohol every time they feel stressed out or worried or anxious. Okay? You don't have to do that either. My group is the place to be if you want to show up for yourself like you have never shown up before and learn how to be with your life instead of being at the effect of it. You get to create whatever you want in your life. That's exactly what we do inside the program. Okay, so if you want to join me, I highly recommend you get on my calendar. Request a 20-minute phone call by clicking the link in the show notes. Listen, I also want to talk to you guys about the way you're feeling right now. Everything that you are feeling right now is normal. If you are feeling anxious, it's okay. If you're feeling sad, it's okay. What is so painful, and listen, I've worked through this myself. I've just got coached on this morning. I was having some deep sadness about not being able to see my mom. I was supposed to go to Chicago this weekend and surprise my mom for her birthday. And I really wanted to go. And my mom's mother, my grandmother, just died a couple months ago. And my mom's been suffering with that. And I wanted to go and surprise her and bring her some joy and happiness because she is suffering. Okay? And I decided last week, or whenever all of this really got serious, that wasn't going to happen. And I'm just sort of realizing now that it's probably going to be a while before I see my mom. And I get really sad when I think that, okay? And I was resisting that feeling. And it was hard and painful. And I was crying. And I was just like, why am I so sad? I have everything I need. And I was judging my sadness. And it was not okay. I mean, it was okay, right? That's what I did. But it was very painful. And I got coaching this morning. And I got coached by my own tools, right? So even though I am an expert at this, even though I can coach people to feel their feelings, sometimes it takes somebody outside of our own brain and our own experience to show us what is going on. And she showed me that I wasn't willing to feel my feelings. I was fighting with my reality of being sad. And I was thinking I shouldn't be sad. Everybody's healthy. Everybody's fine. We have everything we need, right? But those kind of thoughts just keep you in that place of like something is wrong, right? Not accepting that you're sad right now. And the moment I just dropped into my sadness and identified how I was feeling, named it, located it in my body, just like all my thoughts just sort of settled down. I'm like, okay, so this is just a feeling that I have in my body. I feel it in my stomach. I feel it in my chest. It feels hot. Okay, I can handle this. Nothing has gone wrong. And I stopped crying. And I got okay with being sad, and I accepted it, and everything is okay. Just like everything was okay when I was feeling that way. But it helped me get out of my head and into my place of just accepting my current feelings. And I can't tell you the difference about my day now. Like, I'm way more productive now, and I'm helping my clients and showing up bigger, and I'm there for my kids and helping them work through their feelings right now of not being able to see their friends. They're sad about that too. And because I was able to learn how to feel that myself and get out of my own head and get some coaching, I can help them. And that is exactly what's available to you. You can get through this in such a healthier way when you have that support system. When you learn how to feel, when you learn how to manage your mind, instead of, okay, I feel sad and horrible and this is awful and what's wrong and why do I feel this way, and then turning to alcohol to help you feel better. You have the resources within inside of you to do that. You just might need somebody to help guide you through there. And it's okay to need that help, right? Where sometimes we just get so caught up in the things that are going on in our lives, we can't see it. And it's okay to ask for help. You are okay now. It's okay to ask for help. Nothing has gone wrong. All right. So I'm welcoming you to join me into my program, to reach out for help, even if it's just an email, even if it's just sending me a message on Facebook, even if it's just telling me that this podcast helped. Like, reach out to somebody and get some help during this situation. Okay? We like to be connected to people, and talking about how we're feeling and what we're thinking and the challenges that we face right now will help you. Okay? So have a meaningful conversation with somebody, having honest conversation with somebody about what you're struggling with right now, and that will help. And I for sure can help you through this. All right? I love you so much. I want to help you through this in the best, most healthiest way possible. And we got to dive in and do some work here. We got to be brave. We got to show up. Now is the time, right? So many of you guys are not working outside of the homes right now. You have the time, right? There's never been a better time for you to jump in now and use this as an opportunity to have urges and to have feelings and to learn how to manage all of it without drinking, right? Our current circumstances are giving us this opportunity right now, every day, to learn. Okay, how can we use the COVID-19 to learn how to not drink? How can we use COVID-19 to learn how to not yell at our kids? How can we use COVID-19 to learn how to be with ourselves and our feelings instead of being reactive to them? It can help you right now. Let it. Okay? There's never been a better time. I love you guys so much. Keep an eye out. If you're not on my email list, you need to come over to angelamascenik.com and sign up. There's an opt-in there where you can sign up and get my top 3 most downloaded podcast episodes. And even if you are somebody that listens to the podcast every week, these top 3 ones are really good reminders to go back and listen to. And if you sign up there, then you'll be on my email list and you'll be the first people to hear when I do free pop-up classes. I'm doing a lot of free coaching right now, and the people on my email list are the first to hear about it. It takes a day or 2 to get the podcast recorded and out. So it's, if I decide the day of to have a free class, my podcast listeners only don't get those announcements, but the people on my email list do. So if you're not on my email list, I highly recommend that you get on over there. What's going on right now is important that you do get the help you need, and I'm offering a lot of free resources, including my email content. So get on over there, sign up to get the top 3 downloaded podcast episodes, and I'll send you an email every day for like 5 or 6 days with some helpful tips for you to stay engaged with this work right now during the COVID-19 crisis. I love you, and if you want to join me, click on that calendar link in the podcast notes and get on my calendar. I love you guys. Talk to you soon. Bye.